Force and momentum. What's the link between these concepts? Well, let's begin with an equation which we've learned when we looked at Newton's laws. Force is mass times acceleration. And let's think as well about the definition of acceleration. You may remember acceleration is the change in velocity divided by the time taken to change. So effectively the change in velocity per second. Now I can put that formula for acceleration into this one for force, and what I'll get is force is equal to mass times change in velocity divided by time. Now let's look at that top part of that equation. If you've got an object with a certain momentum, let's say a car that I'm pushing, then when I put a force on it, let's say I push the car from behind, then I'm going to increase its momentum. So we'll get a change in its velocity. And if the object's mass is fixed, then the only thing that can affect its momentum is its velocity. So I can rewrite the top part of the equation by saying that mass times change in velocity is the change in momentum of the object, because if you remember, momentum is mass times velocity. So on the top there I have an expression for the change in momentum. So force can be written as the change in momentum divided by time. Another way of saying that is that force is the rate of change of momentum. So if you like triangles, we can put that into a triangle. So I'm going to draw a triangle here. And the force is going to be the change in momentum divided by the time taken. And change in momentum can be written as force multiplied by time. Now, to give you some idea of how that works, let's imagine that someone's car is broken down and they're having to give it a push from behind. So here we have somebody pushing their car from behind, and this person is creating a force which will make the car accelerate. Well, the bigger the force, the more the acceleration, and therefore the greater the gain in momentum. But also, if they use a small force over a long period of time, they can also increase the car's momentum. So there are effectively two ways that you can give momentum to an object, either by having a large force for a short period of time, or by having a smaller force over a longer period of time. So there's this clear link between the idea of force and change in momentum.